So I just got back from the bike shop. Uh, so basically, my issue was yesterday I was working on this and I just couldn't get the gears to index correctly. Either they like work for like the top 7 or like the bottom 7, but I couldn't get it to work like all the way around. So I was thinking that it might have been the chain because I have over, it's over 7,000 miles on this bike. And it's still the original chain and the original cassette and the original crank on it. And I was thinking about getting the back wheel like trued or aligned as well. So basically he was saying essentially that the chain is too worn out and that basically there's kind of like a little bit of space in there that's not supposed to be in there, and that's when you know it's worn out. Like these little rings are like worn out in it. So where I've been breaking spokes and I thought it might have been like out of a line and like pulling too much to one way. From what he was telling me, because these black spokes are the original spokes that came with the wheel, and the silver ones are the ones I've been pulling off of another wheel I have because they were the same size. So I guess an issue I was running into, or that he was telling me about, is like these are stainless steel, I think, and the black ones are steel, and you're not supposed. I didn't know you're not supposed to mix them because I guess they bend and stretch at like different, I don't know if you want to call it temperatures, but they bend and stretch differently because they're not exactly the same thing. And he was saying that could lead to part of the reason it may be messing up. And then also I've replaced over half the spokes, and it does have over, this whole thing has over 7,000 miles on it. So there's that. So what I did end up getting, I was kind of planning on getting it anyway, because where I kept having spokes breaking, I contemplated getting like a new beefier back wheel. But for now, I just got a new back wheel that's similar to this one. I paid like $90 for the wheel. Then I also got a cassette that was, or is, I want to say this one's 11 to, where's it at? Oh, it's stamped on there somewhere. I'm pretty sure this one was 11 to 32. And I want to say the original on here is 11 to 34, because I was kind of wanting to get something that's a little bit more closely grouped. So I don't have a huge, it's kind of hard to see with the chain. But on this one, like these are like, when you shift between these, it's like a nice even fill. Then it starts to jump. Where you're like, on this one you maybe like grind it a little bit, then you go up to here and you're like spinning, so it's not as consistent as maybe you would want it. But that's what you get essentially with an 8-speed bike versus buying a one that's an 11-speed. So I got this where the grouping is a little bit closer. Then you also got, he said he had a basic set of chains, like 18. I think this one was like, yeah, this one's 25. So this one's SRAM. It's like ceramic, supposed to be a little bit better. And these are Stay True wheels. So now basically what I got to do, what I'm going to do is I got to take that chain off, which I have the chain key, which is basically this little doodad. focus. It's basically got this little thing where you push out the center part in the ring to break the chain, and you take it off. And this one's already broken in a sense. You just put it on there and switch it. Then he's talking about those are. These are like centerpiece or master. He called it. So he said if you don't. He said probably don't use them because they are the weak link. The weak link. And just put it back together like a normal chain. But one thing he was talking about, I mentioned it earlier, is like doing that could mess up like the disking. And I've never heard, I don't know what disking is or whatever. So if anybody knows what that is, you can tell me. I'm sure it has something to do with the alignment, I guess. So yeah. And I also have, where it's a little bit out of line, like this, you can see like one of the brakes is kind of wore down a little bit more than the other one. So I bought some of them. I bought like a new set of brakes on Saturday when I went down to Gallery Hop. So I'm going to switch the wheels, put the inner tube and the tire on the new wheel, break the old chain, take it off, get the new chain, put it on. I had no idea that. I mean, I was trying to save money. And then plus that one bike shop isn't. I was trying to save money and just using old spokes, so I guess that's a bad idea. Then he's talking about where it's loose, because maybe you can see that the chain's not necessarily like sitting on there and there's like a gap. So hopefully with the new cassette and the chain, the front gears may not be a problem, or they may be a problem, but we're gonna do this first and see if it like sits in there really nice. If it does, it should be fine. If not, I may have to change that, which I think he says like another 30 or 40 bucks. So it's just the wheel was probably like 100 with tax, and each one of those like 25, and I think that one's also 25 and tax. So that's one hand, so annoying. The actual price is, and of course it's, there we go, $163.36. I guess the rim tape is like 7. Then I think the the chain was 24, I know. So I'm guessing the cassette was 30, the tire was 90, like 11 bucks tax. But yeah, if you are in the Columbus, Hilliard, like west of Columbus area, like this is actually where I bought the bike as well. Almost 2 years ago now. It'll be 2 years in August. It is at Action Cycle Works. It's on Hilliard Rome Road. There's the number. Yeah, it's a cool place. If you're around there and you need some stuff, check it out. So, alright, I just figured I'd do a little update. That may change my setup here a little bit, because I may have to take this off since it's getting hotter to put a second bottle cage on there. Then I'll use my touring saddle bag and just have the D-lock in there. Then also with that, I can use my lightweight foldable, fold up bag and have it in there, so I don't have to have anything on my back. But if I do decide to get like groceries or something on the way home, I don't have to have it on my back, but I have a bag with me so I can get stuff. So that's cool. And also, when I put this out, I'm trying to, I said today was May 8th, and it'll be 2 years I've had the bike come August 1st. I'm over 7,000, I think. I would like to get it up to 10,000 miles if I can but I want to do like a big 2-year, 10,000 mile review on this bike, which I think I want to try to like compile like all the footage I have of this bike, what I've had to upgrade, what I've had to buy, what maybe messed up but was covered under warranty and all this stuff, and trying to give like a good like long-term review as commuting and exercising with it. So I'm gonna try to get that out. So that's probably gonna take me a good bit of July just to compile and edit, but I want to see if I can get it out on August 1st. So yeah, hopefully I'll get that done. Look forward to that, because the original one was like a 3-month 2,000 mile review, and that video seemed to do fairly well, especially with people like looking into getting the bike. But yeah, if you're gonna subscribe, you can do that down there if you like it, and give it a like. I'm trying to build subscribers, especially since YouTube did their new algorithm ad change thing. So yeah, all right, peace. Oh no, where's that condensation? I'm trying to like cover the lens without actually touching the lens. I think I touched it. I'm sweating.